US, UK, and Germany indices started off the week with a massive sell-off here, and we have seen the Asian markets taking or dragging the markets further down. We have seen the lower circuit here in Nikkei. We have seen Hang Seng crashing, and it's been a bloodbath all over. Can we call it a Black Monday? Can we expect markets to crash hard today, or the lows are done and a recovery is on the cards? What is going to be our strategy in order to profit trading the S&P, Nasdaq, Dow, Germany 40 and FTSE 100? We're going to see with the help of charts and indicators. These are uncertain times. You need to be trading with caution. A slight positive news can make the market go rally, while if there is nothing at all, the crash should continue. And definitely this is going to be a choppy ride, and this first thing is to prevent and preserve your capital. First thing is to safeguard your existing capital. It is not that the day is not going to come again. You can gain 1% a day every time, or in fact 1% a month is also a good decent return in such uncertain times. You need to be extremely cautious. If you have money, you can trade anytime in your whole life, and thus those who are willing to risk should risk it with, you can say, limited exposure. With that, let's start. First, we look into S&P, followed with Nasdaq, then Dow. In the end, Germany 40 and FTSE 100 was till the end. Also, if you're new to the channel, this is the first update for the day. The next update is going to get released before the US session for US markets. Do not miss to watch it. Subscribe, press the bell icon, do like, share, and comment. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates, and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's start. S&P on the hourly charts have given a strong gap, moved all the way towards 4800 levels, and is now trying to trade in a retracement zone. If you look at the formation here, what it has done after this drop, it has seen a rise, it is retraced, it is delivering higher lows, higher highs. Very, very important. If you see now S&P trading above 4960, that is the point of time you can initiate a buy. What it may try to do, it may try to fill the gap. Filling the gap means there could be a possible movement which can take S&P all the way towards 5050, 5060, the first target zone, and 5100 the next. The reversal confirmation is far above. It is right now staying well below the reversal levels here. But yes, right now I can say higher lows, higher highs, staying in a moderate bullish channel. Stochastic rising. If you see the MACD after hitting the lows, it is trying to converge. It is not yet crossed over. The RSI is staying in the oversold zone here. Coming to the 2-hour charts, if you look at the 2-hour charts, look at the preceding two candles. What has happened here? See, diminishing body size, and the current one is trying to erase the gains from here. But I will say you have to be careful. If you only see it staying below 4880, you can take a sell, and then to 4860 should be a very good support here. So 4880, 4860 on the downside is something you should watch out for. Stochastic rising, MACD sharply bearish, stochastic oversold. See, at these point, indicators hardly matter. You have to just focus on the candles here. But yes, indicators give you a fair bit of idea that what could be anticipated. If it, yes, it may take a little time, but then it has to follow the indicators as well. So yes, we have to watch out at the current levels. If you see the 3-hour charts, higher lows here, higher highs here. And if you, with the current candle, you see S&P trading above 4850, 4860, we can initiate a buying entry for all the way towards 5000, 5050, 60, or in fact 5100. We have to watch out. We have to still stay alert here. These are not the times when you can say that markets are going to behave precisely within a certain zone, within a certain channel. And yes, the trend it is adopted, it may continue with the same, and the trend, you know, is a bearish trend, though things are staying oversold here for S&P. Coming to 4 hour, we have the similar observation here on the 4-hour charts as well. Below 4880, you can expect the prices to move all the way towards 4860, 4850 level, and that should act as a good support, else 4820 and 4800. If at all it trades below 4800, I think it's a Black Monday for markets. We are ready for a round of good crash. Be mindful of this. Stochastic oversold, MACD sharply bearish, RSI oversold. So things definitely are staying oversold, but it does not mean that it can try to reverse. These are the times when the markets are trying to cash out, markets are trying to book extreme profit booking, and these are uncertain times as well, and hence you have to be trading with caution, specifically on the upside. One thing is pretty clear, it's going to be choppy as well. So yes, looking at this, I will recommend you to buy at 4924 levels. Expect it to move towards 4942, 4950, 4960. If 4960 is taken, stay bullish for 4985, 5000, 5050 levels are possible. On the downside, I will recommend you to only sell at 4880. Expect it to move towards 4860, 4850 first target zone, 4824 second, and 4800 third. If it stays below 4800, Close your eyes, stay bearish. It is going to deliver a massive crash. Trade accordingly. Let's move to Nasdaq. Nasdaq and S&P behaving ideally identical here. You can see a strong gap down, then lower lows, retracement, higher lows. So it is trying in this retracement channel. It is trading in this retracement channel. If you see, Tech 100 now trading below 16,600, 16,580. Rather, I'll say 16,580. You can take a selling entry here and expect 16,500, 520 and 16,400. A drop below 16,400 will invite another round of crash where 16,000 should be seen, though I think it is going to difficult for Tech 100 here. Stochastic trying to bounce back while the MACD and RSI at extreme oversold levels. It can try to show a pullback. Right now, it is not showing any such signs. If you see 2 hour charts, it is very important for Tech 100 to trade below 16,580, 16,500 levels, which will confirm another round of drop all the way towards 16,400, 350 and then 16,260 levels. If you see the moving averages here, these are trading with sharp divergence, staying strongly bearish, looking downwards. The stochastic has come to an oversold zone. The MACD trading sharply bearish. The RSI is staying oversold. Things are definitely staying oversold. The observation for Tech 100 is similar here on the 3 hour charts as well. And see, trading with too much of divergence, there has to be convergence. But right now, it is not willing to give up here and it is not willing to rise. And see, straight red candle, straight bearishness drop here, then since waterfall here. And now if it stays below 16,580, 500, this zone is going to be critical. We can see another round of waterfall here, and this could be another black Monday here in the history of stock markets. Stochastic extremely oversold and extremely bearish here as well. Coming to the daily, on the daily charts, we have similar observation. Remember, it is outside Bollinger Bands. Remember, there is a gap out there. Only thing is when it fills the gap, that is to be that is going to be a bigger question here. Yes, once it stays below 16,500, we can look forward to a greater round of drop here towards 16,400, 350, and in fact 16,260. 16,100 is possible. Things are definitely staying oversold. It may call for a pullback here. So where to buy, where to sell? I will recommend you to buy only if you see it is staying 16,720, 760 levels, and then you can see you can buy at 16,720, expect 16,760, 840, and if 840 is taken, possibility is high that we are looking at 17,000, 17,300 levels, the next targets. Appears difficult but not impossible. On the downside, but yes, if it moves towards 17,300, remember we are also looking at 17,600 as well. Yes, if it breaks beyond 17,000, 17,300, you can wait for 17,600, and in fact higher levels are possible. On the downside, the selling entries are only limited towards 16,580, where you can expect 16,500, 520 at the first, 16,400, 360 as the second, 16,260 as the third. Below that, expect 16,100 and then 5950 levels. Take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Let's move to Dow Jones. uh, the charts for S&P, Nasdaq and Dow are almost alike now. You can see this similar happening here after a gap down, a good drop retracement. Now it is trading in this bullish channel. If you see, it is staying now below 37,200 levels. You can take a sell, expect it to trade below 37,000, and if it stays below 37,000, you can expect 36,500 and 36,000 levels here. Trading with divergence from the 20 period, and there is a big gap which needs to be filled. If you see it is staying above 37,600 zone, you can initiate a buying entry, expect 38,000, 38,200 levels here. Stochastic rising, MACD sharply bearish, RSI is staying extremely oversold. On the 2 hour charts, we have similar observation. After this gap, it is trying to trade under retracement. However, I will only recommend you to sell. See, ideally, we have to wait for it to stay below 37,000. That will confirm another round of drop. My only worry point is the gap and the divergence here. It has already shown extreme bearishness. It can show a pullback here. Things are oversold, trying to recover. And yes, a pullback cannot be denied. Look at the 3 hour chart, similar observation. Where the current candle closes is going to be important, and then the next candle might again pull the prices down. So if it closes in green, then only you should treat this as bullish. And thus only buying entry now in Dow is about 37,600. As long as 37,600 is not taken, you have to be careful with the buys. Stochastic rising, MACD sharply bearish, RSI extremely oversold here. Similar observations, very important for US30 to trade above 37,600 levels. In fact, even if you see it is staying above 37,450, 440, you can initiate a buying entry, expect it to move towards 37,600 levels, and beyond 37,600 is where we can look forward to a greater rise towards 37,800, 38,000, 38,250 levels. Yes, things are staying oversold. We can see a possible pullback, but right now I can see these are definitely not the times when you can just stay we can just try to go against the trend. Yes, there is a possibility of a little pullback, but trading against the trend is definitely difficult, and specifically in such volatile times. So you have to be careful here. And now look at the daily charts. It is almost delivered higher lows, higher highs. It has given a strong gap down. It is trying to pull back within the zone here. And now till 38,500 is possible, but these are definitely greater resistances. Things are oversold here. So a little pullback cannot be denied. However, the buying entry I will only recommend is at 37,440, 450 levels. Expect 37,600, 37,800, 38,000, 38,250, and plus levels towards 38,500 is possible if it continues to rise, but it requires a lot much of positive sentiments for US30 to recover in this fashion. On the downside, a selling entry, I will only recommend a selling entry at 37,160 levels. Expect 37,000, 36,760, and then 36,600. Below 36,600, you can expect it to move all the way towards 36,400 and 36,000 levels. Anything and everything is possible. These are markets. Trade accordingly. Let's move to Germany 40. And before we proceed, if you want to learn this art of trading, join my mentorship batch. And if you just want to trade as per the signals, be a part of my signals channel on Telegram. Connect with me, write an email, ping me or Telegram for your queries. And if you're looking forward to a broker which offers you a free account with lowest spreads and no hidden charges, easier transactions and easier withdrawals from across the globe, you can find the recommended broker link also in the channel and video description. Now look at the Germany 40 on the hourly chart. See, this is how it has been trading. Very, very important for it to trade about 20,000, 20,050 zone. If that is taken, possibly we are looking forward to 20,300 and 20,500, which appears to be a very difficult target for Germany 40 to break beyond. See, it has formed a double bottom, since then a retracement. And now if it trades below 19,500, 19,400, we are looking forward to a deeper correction. Stochastic rising, MACD sharply bearish. Things are oversold for Germany 40 as well. On the 2-hour chart, similar observation. See, I can still see that it has started on a flat note trying to erase the gains, but this double bottom is very, very important. Thus 19,400 on the downside is going to remain crucial for Germany 40 to break below. So if you see now Germany 40 below 22 or 19,780, you can just stay with the cells here. Expect 19,700, 19,600, and then 19,400. Stochastic rising, MACD sharply bearish, RSI oversold. And the observation on the 3 and 4-hour charts are almost same. We should not be discussing much in depth, but yes, if you see this is trying to create something like this, and it is very, very important for DAX to trade about 20,300, 500 zone, which will confirm a reversal. Yes, it is staying extremely oversold here. Coming to daily, on the daily charts, if you see what has happened, if you see 19,400 has become a base here and it's trying to fall back within the bands. Very, very important for DAX to trade about 20,000 levels. That will confirm another round of bullishness here. And then 20,200, 20,250 should be the one, and then 20,500 is also possible. Things are oversold, hence a little recovery. But yes, these are not the times when the technicals work in the similar fashion as what we had seen on the normal course of time. And thus now today I will only recommend you to sell at 19,780, 760 levels. Expect 19,700, 19,600. And if it trades below 19,600, possibly we are looking at 19,400, the next target, which should act as a greater support. Any drop below 19,400 is an invitation for a crash. Be mindful of this. Below that, 19,000 is the next targets. On the upside, I will recommend a buying entry now at 19,920. Expect 20,000, 20,050 as the first target levels. If that is taken, I think we are looking at 20,200, 20,240, 20,300, the next resistance zone. And if that is taken, stay bullish for 2380, 2500 levels. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to FTSE 100. See, FTSE 100 in the earlier trades have moved now below 7700 towards 7680, trying to bounce back. You can see the last 4 candles getting a greater resistance at 7900. Thus, it is pretty clear that we can only buy at 7900, and then you can expect it to move all the way towards 7980 or 8000 levels. Appears difficult though. The stochastic overbought, MACD crossing over here at the bottom, good sign supportive for further bullishness. RSI coming out of the oversold levels. And on the 2-hour charts, if you see, it has potential for 7800, below which you can again expect it to fall back within the correction territory. What we are seeing here right now is lower highs, lower lows. It may try to create something like this, where the bottom of the channel right now lying at 7600. Stochastic rising, MACD sharply bearish, RSI oversold, and similar observation on the 3-hour charts, but the MACD and RSI staying extremely oversold. On the 4-hour charts, we have you can see one bounce back candle. It has lot much of gap available on the upside, but I will only recommend you to buy if you see it is staying above 7900. Till 7900, it is not falling into a buying territory. Yes, definitely things are oversold here for FTSE 100. Coming to the daily, on the daily charts, you can see it has created lower lows, it has created higher highs. There is a gap which needs to be filled at 79808,000 levels, and I will definitely watch out how it behaves here. Now, if you see FTSE 100 any point of time staying below 7800, 7780, that is the point of time you can say more bearishness to prevail here. Things are oversold. It can call for a little recovery, but I think the prospects are pretty glim here. So you can sell here at 7836, expect 7820, 7800, and if it trades below 7800, we are looking forward to 7772, 7748, 7700 levels, below which the next targets are far below, all the way towards 7600 levels. And now on the upside, a buying entry I will only recommend is at 7900 levels. Even if you see it is staying above 7880, you can buy, expect 7902, 7928, and then 7950. Beyond this, 7982, 7 and 8000 levels will appear. A critical number, 8000 level. If it stays above 8000, we may see a stronger pullback. It can move all the way towards 8100, 8200 levels, chances of which appears to be less. Take your trades accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch. Join my signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates. Join the mentorship batch here. Reach out to me for your queries. And yes, do not miss to watch the next update before the US session. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.